Have you ever had your dentist find someone else's wedding ring in your mouth? My dentist held up a tiny gold ring with his forceps, both of us staring at it like it had materialized from another dimension. I'd come in for a routine cleaning, and Dr. Patel had just discovered someone's wedding band lodged behind my upper left molar. Natasha, this isn't yours? I shook my head, mouth still propped open with the dental dam. My own wedding ring was firmly on my finger, a silver band with tiny sapphires that my husband picked because it matched my scrubs. Dr. Patel turned the ring under the light. There was an inscription, "Forever yours, Beatrice." I didn't know any Beatrice. He removed the dam so I could speak. How is that even possible? I haven't swallowed any jewelry. It was wedged pretty deep. You haven't noticed any discomfort? My jaw's been sore, but I thought I was grinding my teeth again. Dr. Patel took photos, measured the ring, then placed it in a sterile bag. I've been practicing for 30 years. I found coins, Lego pieces, even a SIM card once, but never jewelry that the patient didn't remember swallowing. That night, I couldn't stop thinking about it. How does someone else's wedding ring end up in your mouth? My husband Terrence laughed it off, said maybe I'd been sleep eating at pawn shops, but something nagged at me. I posted about it on Facebook thinking maybe someone would claim it. The post went viral overnight, 12,000 shares. Local news wanted an interview. Everyone had theories. I'd eaten it in food, inherited it genetically, been abducted by aliens who planted it there. Then I got a message from a woman named Gloria. That's my mother's ring. She was Beatrice. She died 3 months ago. My blood went cold. 3 months ago, I'd had emergency surgery after a car accident. They'd done multiple transfusions, put me in a medically induced coma for a week. Gloria and I met at a coffee shop downtown. She brought photos of her mother wearing the ring, hospital records from her final days. Beatrice had died at St. Mary's Hospital the same week I was there. The ring went missing during her last day, Gloria explained. The nurses thought someone stole it. We filed a report and everything. But how did it get in my mouth? Gloria pulled out more papers. Mom was an organ donor. They harvested everything they could, even bone marrow and tissue. The pieces started clicking. You think during my treatment, I called the hospital. There was a mix-up that week. Some tissue samples got mislabeled. A whole batch of bone grafts had to be recalled. We went back to St. Mary's together. After hours of bureaucracy and threats of lawsuits, a nervous administrator finally admitted there had been an incident during my surgery. They'd used donor bone to repair my jaw fracture. The bone graft came from a recently deceased donor, from Beatrice. But that doesn't explain the ring, I insisted. The administrator pulled up more files, growing paler with each click. Finally, she turned the screen toward us. The autopsy report showed Beatrice had severe dementia in her final years. She'd been known to hide things, swallow items. The ring had been missing for months before her death. She swallowed her own wedding ring? Gloria gasped. It appears it was lodged in her jawbone, the administrator said quietly. When we harvested the tissue, we should have caught it, but you didn't, and you grafted it into my face. Gloria started laughing. Not cruel laughter, but the kind that comes when reality becomes too absurd to process any other way. Mom always said she'd take that ring to her grave. Yes, she took it past that. The hospital offered a massive settlement to keep quiet. I refused. This wasn't about money. This was about Beatrice, about Gloria, about the bizarre thread that now connected us. We met with Dr. Patel again. He confirmed that the ring had likely been encased in bone tissue, slowly working its way free as my body healed and remodeled the graft. It was medically extraordinary, he said. One for the journals. Gloria asked if she could have the ring back. Of course I said yes, but she surprised me. Actually, keep it for now. Mom's bone is literally part of your jaw. In the strangest way possible, you're carrying a piece of her. She'd find that hilarious. We became friends after that. Gloria would joke that I was her bone sister. She'd tell people her mom was so stubborn that even death couldn't stop her from making new friends. At Beatrice's 1-year memorial, Gloria introduced me as the woman who gave Mom a second life. I wore the ring on a chain around my neck for a while, with Gloria's blessing. It felt wrong to hide it away, this impossible object that had traveled from one life to another through death, donation, and sheer cosmic absurdity. Last month, Gloria got engaged. Her girlfriend proposed at sunset on the beach where Beatrice used to take her as a child. When Gloria called to tell me, she had a request. Would it be weird if I used Mom's ring for the ceremony? It's yours, Gloria. It was always yours. But it's yours too now. You literally carried it in your bones. We met at Dr. Patel's office, where this whole strange journey began. He'd offered to clean and polish the ring properly. As he handed it to Gloria, he said something that stuck with me. In my culture, we believe objects can carry souls. This ring traveled through death, through medicine, through miracle to bring you two together. That's not coincidence. That's destiny. Gloria's wedding is next month. I'm her something borrowed, she jokes, since I borrowed her mom's bone and gave back her ring. It's absurd and beautiful and exactly the kind of story Beatrice would have loved. The hospital changed their screening protocols. Dr. Patel published his paper. And somewhere in my jaw, a piece of Beatrice remains, a permanent reminder that connections between people can transcend every boundary we think exists, even death itself.